Looking every bit a champion, the Georgia Gym Dogs dominate arch rival UCLA. We'll have all the highlights next.
The Gym Dog Show is brought to you by Melwood Springs. Melwood Springs from the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Yocklin. Welcome to the Gym Dog Show. With me today is Associate Head Coach Jay Clark. We're coming off a great weekend, another win against UCLA, one of our arch rivals, mainly because UCLA has won 5 of the last 8 national championships. It was a great meet, but UCLA was not at full strength.
Right. You know, Suzanne, you're correct. They absolutely were not at full strength. They came in here without Kate Richardson and Tasha Schweikert, and actually Kate ended up competing for them later in the weekend. So we expect to see a different team later in the year. But they came in kind of limping into this meet and actually, for the most part, did a good job with what they had.
They did. They did a great job with what they had, but Georgia did not lose a beat anywhere. You know, even without the pressure of a tough competitor, our team continued to improve this weekend. Now we're 11-0 in the season, ranked #1 in the country, and for the first time since 1998, we are ranked #1 on every single event, vault, bars, floor exercise, and balance beam, and that is something very special, huh, Jay?
Absolutely. It's something that we pride ourselves on in the gym. We kind of barb each other all year long about who's ranked higher on each event, so it's nice that we're all at the top of the heap. Yeah,
so Jay, we're ranked #1 on bars too, so good job, Jay. It's just been a great weekend for us. Let's take a look at the first rotation, Georgia on the vault. This is Brittany Smith, your Chenko half front layout. Brittany's our only senior on the team. Nice stuck vault, little bent knees coming down. That's probably the only deduction that the judges saw. For Brittany, that's just a great vault because she fell twice earlier in the season on this vault. So it's good to have her back in the lineup nice and strong. You can see just a little bent knees, flexed feet, but other than that, a beautiful vault for a score of 9.9. This is Ashley Coupette, your Chenko half front pike. Off the screen, I mean, probably one of Ashley's best vaults this season in terms of height and explosiveness. You can see it again here a little bit better. She really sits up nice and tall, opens, but still has that hop. She's just so powerful, hasn't found the landing yet. 9.85.
Courtney Coupette's the younger sister up next. Same vault they perform. Round off entry half front. You see a very, very nice landing there. There's a little bit of bent knees on this in the middle of the vault. You can see she makes her turn just a bit early. A little offline, but otherwise an outstanding vault, 9.925, and ties her career high.
This is Ashley Peckett of UCLA. A year ago, Ashley's season best on this event was a 9.8. UCLA only sent 5 gymnasts to Athens to compete on the uneven bars, which means all 5 scores will have to count for the Bruins. They do not have the luxury of throwing out a score. This is a nice routine right here. She's hitting all of her handstands. UCLA already had a miss on the bar, so they're counting 1 low score. They can't afford to count any more. Ashley has a nice routine, steps on the dismount. She scores a 9.825.
Finishing up on vault for us is Tiffany Tolnay. Her trademark beautiful Yurchenko 1.5 twist, little hop on the landing there. She gets a 9.9 on this vault, and it's her 4th 9.9 of the year on this event. Tiffany had a little bit of trouble on Thursday, but really did a great job for us on Friday night. So we head over to the balance to uneven bars after scoring a season-high 49.375 on the vault.
This is Tiffany Tolnay. Tiffany is another one of our freshmen, great freshman gymnast for Georgia from Texas. She starts out with a giant half turn to immediate Jaeger, nice and high above the bar. That was beautiful. Tiffany also has really good handstands. The Georgia team has excellent handstands from every single gymnast, and that is a big part of the score this year. And that's the reason why the team is doing well in this event. One of the reasons. Here's a giant full turn to a giant half, immediate double front dismount, and Tiffany sticks her landing for a score of 9.9 and a career high for Tiffany.
Ariana Berlin, one of 6 freshmen for UCLA, and actually she'd been out of gymnastics for 4 years until this year. And you see she does a nice Yurchenko full, pikes it in, steps to the side, 9.825.
And here's Katie Heenan. She's competing for the all-around in this meet for the first time in 6 meets. Nice high Jaeger, just beautiful handstands again. I can't say enough about the handstand work. Just everything is right to the vertical position. You can see the form and execution of the Georgia team is sensational. And she's getting ready for her dismount. Immediate double front. And just a tiny step, a half a tenth, and Katie scores a 9.875.
Jordan Schweikert on vault for UCLA. Beautiful Yurchenko full. Pikes it in just a bit, but sticks the landing, 9.95.
This is Kelsey Erickson. Kelsey's a junior. She finished last year second in the nation on the uneven bars. Again, watch the handstands of this Georgia team. They're just exceptional. Kelsey has 2 big releases on bars. Twice she does a release that's a D-level skill. Here's her second one, a pike Jaeger, nice and high above the bar. So far she looks really strong. Last handstand is up, right to vertical. She gets ready for her dismount, which is a giant to a half-turn double front. You can see the double front, a blind landing. She does hop the dismount, scores a 9.875. In the ankle position on uneven bars for Georgia is Courtney Kupets, the bronze medalist on this event from the 2004 Olympic Games. You can see why. Just her form and execution is sensational. All of her body positions are always correct. Look at those straight body handstands to the vertical position. Hop, full pirouette, immediate to Kachev, great combination work. Handstands are within 10 degrees of vertical, no deduction. So no deduction so far. Her double layout dismount, and she hops back just a little bit for a score of 9.95, and that was the only deduction, the hop. You can see after 2 rotations how strong Georgia's ahead of UCLA in this meet, 98.825 to UCLA's 97.425.
The Jim Dog Show is brought to you by Melwood Springs. Melwood Springs from the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia. By Makar Homes. Makar Homes, built with passion for over 50 years. Brown Arrowhead Clinic. Arrowhead Clinic, Georgia's largest spinal health care organization. By Athens Regional Medical Center. At Athens Regional, we have a specialty. You. By Golden Pantry. Golden Pantry, we've got what you need. By the John Bull stores of the Bahamas. John Bull, the shopping mecca of the Caribbean. And by Phil Hughes Honda. Phil Hughes Honda, the official car dealer of the Georgia Gym Dogs.
It's official. Honda Cars and Trucks have made history. For the first time ever, Motor Trend Magazine has presented a single automaker with the top 2 awards. The Honda Civic and the Honda Ridgeline are named the 2006 Motor Trend Car and Truck of the Year. The all-new Civic offers a new level of performance and design. And the Ridgeline, it combines toughness, a smooth ride with innovative features. See why it's not just a truck, but a Honda. Learn about the Ridgeline and the new Civic at North Georgia's oldest Honda dealer, Phil Hughes Honda in Athens.
With over 26 active communities in the Atlanta area, Makar Homes is committed to providing superior customer satisfaction before, during, and after building your dream home. From affordable townhomes to luxurious estate homes, Makar has a plan and a neighborhood to fit almost any lifestyle. A certified professional builder with over 40 years experience, Makar Homes is built right where you want to be. For available home and home plans, visit www.makarhomes.com.
Ask Suzanne, brought to you by Makar Homes. And this week's question is, how many teams have been undefeated during the regular season and gone on to win the national title? And the answer is 3 teams, and they were all Georgia teams. 3 times Georgia's been undefeated during the regular season and gone on to win the national title. Let's see if we can do it this year. That's Ask Suzanne, brought to you by Makar Homes.
Welcome back. Well, we just finished vault and bars. We've had a season high on the uneven bars, which also turns out to be the highest score in the nation on that event so far. So we really have got a lot of momentum going. The team really feels relaxed. Suzanne, we're headed to beam, and talk to us about what we're going to see there.
Well, first, going back to the uneven bars, Jay, the lineup was great. I really love the lineup, the building of the lineup. Now that Kelsey's fifth, right before Courtney Kupets, it's a great setup for Courtney eventually when she does stick a dismount and hit everything. I think we'll see a 10 from her. The rest of the lineup was great. It just really was a lot. You could see the energy just build and a lot of confidence there. Now we go back to balance beam, and this is an event that our lineup has pretty much been the same every single week. Starting out with Kelsey Erickson, our lineup has not changed much, so the girls are getting more and more comfortable, more and more confident. I think we'll see that on balance beam today. Kelsey Erickson on the balance beam is our leadoff performer. A beautiful front tuck mount to immediate wolf jump, which is a D+ bonus. Her flight, a back handspring back layout, step out, which is a D in college gymnastics. You can see a small little bent knee there, very little. Her leap combination is a switch leap to a straddle, straddle, beautiful amplitude on both of her jumps. And her dismount is a cartwheel gainer full, a nice solid routine from Kelsey, no wobbles. She scores a 9.825. This is Audrey Bowers. She's in the second position on balance beam. She's been very, very consistent this year. She has a 3 flight on beam, a back handspring layout, layout. You can see she really nailed it in this particular meet. Her leap pass is a switch leap to an immediate straddle jump to a straddle 3/4, which gives her full bonus. Those two series gives her full bonus, and her dismount a double full, and she takes a step on that, scores a 9.8.
And Janelle Dancer, no, you are not seeing doubles. She is here opening with a whip to 2.5 twist. Janelle, a little more known for her choreography and dance ability on floor than her sister. Whip half to front full. She kind of stumbles out of that, tries to cover it with her dance, and then finishes with a double pike that she over-rotates just a bit, a little out of control, 9.825.
Here's Nikki Childs, one of the fan favorites because of her creativity on the balance beam. Really a fun routine. Here's her flip-flop layout, meets her series requirement. Very nice. A switch ring, which also gives Nikki bonus on the balance beam. Here's her moonwalk. The fans love that. Her dance combination, wolf jump, the double stag ring. Again, bonus for her. She's got another bonus combination here with the cat leap to an immediate front aerial. Small balance check there, possibly 110. And her dismount is a gainer pike. She sticks the landing, scores a 9.85. Great routine for Nikki.
Next up for us on the balance beam is Courtney Kupets. Courtney's gone 9-9 in 4 of the last 5 meets on this event. Has really begun to kind of settle in on this event. She's packed with difficulties. You can see here, flip-flop layout, layout is her flight series, done beautifully well. There's a punch front to a wolf jump. Slight hesitation, but does connect it there, so she does not lose that bonus. Full turn. Shows off her flexibility there at the end of the beam with a scale. Switch leap to a gainer layout. And another D salto in her routine. Flip-flop, flip-flop, double back. Little step there at the end, but a beautifully done routine, probably the best of the year, and goes 9.9. This is Katie Heenan finishing up and anchoring it for the Georgia team on the balance beam. We switched Katie and Courtney in the last couple of weeks. Katie is very comfortable in this position. She opens with a flip-flop layout there for her flight series. Straddle jump to sheep jump, very, very difficult combination. The sheep jump is a blind landing, punch front, a little bit of a wobble there. Then she finishes up with a round-off double full for her dismount. Little hop, little out of control as she stands up too fast to salute and goes 9.85. So after 3 rotations, you can see that Georgia has now stretched the lead out to a 148.05 to UCLA's 146.275 as we head into the final rotation.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I would like to ask Kelsey what her favorite routine is.
Thank you for the question. My favorite event is definitely the floor routine. I love to get out there and perform in front of all the fans.
If you've been injured in a car accident, make the call thousands have made before you. Arrowhead Clinics.
We're the nation's largest accident treatment centers because we care about our patients.
Some of the best doctors in the profession will treat your injuries immediately and will document your injuries for your insurance company. So make the call, because your health is our primary concern.
Remember, having your injuries treated and properly documented are the only ways to receive a fair settlement. At Arrowhead Clinics, we treat you like a person, not just a patient.
The Georgia Gem Dogs are red hot. Hot team. Cool water. Melwood Springs, now available at Golden Pantry. Golden Pantry, we got what you need.
My name is Ashley Coupet, and my golden moment is when I got to go out and compete for at national championships. When I was injured, it was something that was really hard to decide to do, but once I did, I was really thrilled about the results, and it was a very successful meet.
Welcome back. Well, you can see Georgia's beginning to hit our stride, especially on balance beam. As I said earlier, a lot more confidence on that event. Strong dismounts. We're still not sticking to dismounts, so we have a lot of work to do there, but we're headed over to floor, and that's always fun at home.
Absolutely. We've got some new things going on tonight. Kelsey's going to do her full end first time, and we take Nikki out, and she's going to do an exhibition with a new pass, so some things are being tweaked a little bit. We got Ashley back in the lineup again, so we're looking for a big score on floor. Let's take a look at those highlights.
Georgia moves over to floor. You can see the students holding up for the fourth event. Georgia owns the floor exercises. We are #1 in the country on this event, and we get really fired up over here. Brittany Smith, starting out for us, has been out of the lineup for a few weeks because of a pulled groin. Opens with a beautiful whip to double pike. She really had great amplitude on that first pass. Her middle tumbling pass is a whip half to a front full to an immediate punch front. She steps back a little bit, maybe an 0.5 deduction there, but that's it. It was a great middle tumbling pass. And Brittany's last pass is a double back in the tuck position. She usually does it pretty well, but does have her legs separated on that. And she scores a 9.85, which in this competition is a great score. The judges are tight on the floor exercise.
Up first for UCLA is the walk-on, Ariana Berlin, who competed in the all-around, one of 3 gymnasts who competed in the all-around for UCLA on this night. So it's a front handspring, a little bit of a balance check. Pike jump to a straddle jump to a full twisting back handspring for some of her bonus. A flip-flop, layout, step out to immediate layout full where she has to bend over and has a check on the landing but goes 9.725.
Here's Abby Stack, one of Georgia's 5 freshmen. Abby's from Charlotte, North Carolina. She's competing to Mission Impossible. Abby is so quick and so explosive. She opens with a full twisting double back in a pike position. You can see a small leg separation as she's rotating around. Other than that, she does it very well. I love this, her leap combination right here, which is a double turn to an immediate jump 1.5, and she has a beautiful jump 1.5 with great amplitude. So far, Abby is really, really selling this routine. She's starting out as one of her best routines of the season. Her middle pass, which is new, is a front into a double pike. Very difficult and nicely done again. A great landing and very hard to tumble out of a front tuck into a double pike, especially as a middle pass. She's met all her requirements right now. All she has left is the last coming pass. On floor exercise this year, gymnasts are required to have 2 passes with at least a D level in both passes, which she did in the first 2 passes, and the third pass must have at least a C level skill with bonus. So Abby ends with a whip, immediate double twist, which is C level with bonus. She fulfills the compositional requirements, and this year they are tough. And a great routine with Abby, great landings on all 3 passes, and she gets a career high of 9.9.
Janelle Dancher of UCLA. She's finishing up her night in the all-around. Flip-flop layout, step out for her flight series. Switch leap to wolf jump to a straddle jump for her leap series. She has a tuck full, which is a D on the beam. And then finishes with a front full dismount. She goes 9.8.
Kelsey Erickson opening with a full twisting double back. First time that she's competed that skill, and she did it very, very nice. Middle pass, front full, front full. Here's fulfilling that requirement of 1 pass has to have a C plus bonus, and her last coming pass with a D level double back. Nice and high. She really has great amplitude. A little bit of a big lunge there, maybe 0.05, and she scores a 9.925.
Jordan Schweikert on the balance beam for UCLA, and on this night she wins the balance beam. Flip-flop layout. She comes back with a switch leap to a swing down for her leap series. There's another tuck full. It's a very difficult skill. You see a lot of the UCLA gymnasts doing this. Front kick over half, which is another D skill. And a gainer full off the side that she sticks. She goes 9.925 and wins the balance beam.
And this is Courtney Coupette. Back on floor for Georgia. She was out for a number of weeks, competed last week for the first time. So this is her 2nd week in a row. Double Arabian to open. Nice landing. Courtney really knows how to find that landing on that pass. Here's a front full twist to a front half. That eventually will be a 1.5 twist. She's upgrade that within the next couple weeks. And her last coming pass is a double pike. She's a little bit of a problem. On the landing, you can see she squats it down just a little bit and probably loses 1/10. She scores a 9.875.
This is Christina Conforte on the balance beam for UCLA. So the front aerial, that's another D salto for her, which is something the judges are looking for this year. There's a switch leap to a 1-arm back handspring. That's a C to C combination. There's a sheep jump, similar to what Katie Heenan does for a D. Flip-flop layout for her flight series. And because she has that other D salto, that is a perfectly good series. And a gainer full off the side. She goes 9.875 and finishes with a 39.3 in the all-around.
Finishing up for Georgia on floor is Katie Heenan. Going into this competition, Katie was ranked #1 in the country on this event. She starts out with a front double twist, an E-level skill to an immediate front pike. Beautiful amplitude. She does that very well. And what Katie's going to do in this competition is switch her 2nd and 3rd pass. Here's her front full twist to front half step out. That used to be at the end of her routine, but tonight she's going to dismount with a D-level skill, a double pike, and upgrade the routine. She does it easily for, I think, Katie's best floor routine of the season for a score of 9.925. And there you have the final results. Georgia winning easily with a 197.525, the highest score of the season so far by any team to UCLA's 195.2. Routine of the Week brought to you by Athens Regional Medical Center, and this week's routine is Brittany Smith on the vaulting event where she stuck her Yurchenko half front layout for a score of 9.9. That's Brittany Smith for Routine of the Week brought to you by Athens Regional Medical Center.
I'm sorry, honey, I know it hurts. Oh, x-rays, they don't hurt at all. It's like a magic eye that looks inside of your body to see if anything's broken. This is where Hannah came to get her stitches out last year, remember? Of course, honey, Mommy will be with you the whole time. And remember, Mommy wouldn't take you here if it wasn't the best place in the whole world.
Athens Regional Medical Center, a passion for medical excellence. drop by drop, pure, refreshing. A trickle becomes a stream, flowing from the source. Refreshing, fresh, in the store or at your door. Millwood Springs.
Countdown to the NCAA is brought to you by Melwood Springs. And as you can see, we hold on to the number 1 spot, but a surprise, Florida jumps up to the number 2 spot, followed by Utah, Alabama, Oklahoma at number 5, and Nebraska rounds out the top 10. And that's Countdown to the NCAA is brought to you by Melwood Springs.
Welcome back. Well, there you have it. Another great meet for Georgia, and we are just on a roll. We scored just a little bit higher than last week. It's our 4th score above 197, and what do you think, Jay? You think we can hit that 198 this year?
Well, we talked to the team before the meet about what actually defines their potential, and I don't know how you go about doing that, but we certainly have areas to improve, and each individual can definitely point out places where they can pick up a tenth or so on every routine. So I don't believe we've hit our potential yet, but to define what that is a little challenging.
Yeah, that's difficult to do. That 198, it's a 9.9 average on from every routine on every event, and that takes a very special team. Hopefully we've got a team that can do that this year. We head over to Auburn this weekend for an away competition, meet and away meet. Really, we've only had 3 so far this season, and so we head over there and hope to get a good away score. We'll see you next week with the results from Georgia versus Auburn.
The Gym Dog Show has been brought to you by Melwood Springs. Melwood Springs from the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia. By McCarr Homes. McCarr Homes, built with passion for over 50 years. Brown Arrowhead Clinic. Arrowhead Clinic, Georgia's largest spinal health care organization. By Athens Regional Medical Center. At Athens Regional, we have a specialty. You. By Golden Pantry. Golden Pantry, we've got what you need. By the John Bull stores of the Bahamas. John Bull, the shopping mecca of the Caribbean. And by Phil Hughes Honda. Phil Hughes Honda, the official car dealer of the Georgia Gym Dogs.